Hi, I'm Dr. Keith Johnson. One of the greatest questions that I have asked me time and time again when I go and speak at these meetings is, how can I get closer to God? How can I find God's will for my life? And that's a question that is way above my pay grade. I mean, that's quite a question to ask. But, on the other hand, maybe it is something to look at, not only for you, but for me. How do we get closer to God, and what do we do? And I've got a couple of suggestions on improving ourselves Christian-wise. One thing is for sure is we need to do a lot of self-introspection. Who am I? What do I want to accomplish? What am I doing that is right? What am I doing that's wrong? How do I become a better Christian to other people? How do I serve them and live the way I'm teaching? Now, agreed, that's a big answer to a big question. I don't have all the answers, believe it or not. I know it's hard to believe, but I really don't. But examining who you are and what you want to accomplish, and then what it is that's keeping you from accomplishing what you want to accomplish, can be a big answer to some of the problems you've got. And I believe that if you work hard at trying to make yourself better, to get to the goals that you're searching for, that not only will you have taken a big step towards that, you may find more success comes with you. And sometimes the intent is found in the motivation. Once you motivate yourself to be a better Christian, you're already saying that, at least in my heart, I'm trying to become one. Of course, I can think of a lot of things. Pray, read the Bible, be kinder to other people. You can think of those same things on your own. But there are some invitational ideas that can help you become more successful. One of those, which I think is necessary, is your own introspection. Who am I? What do I say I am? And what am I doing to accomplish that? And I'll tell you one thing, you get all kinds of preachers up behind the pulpit who will tell you who they are, but who you'll see in other situations where you start to ask, they don't act like that they say they are behind the pulpit. And that's just as true with you and me. I'm not a good Christian. I do the best I can, but I constantly have to go to God's help, because I constantly need God's help. And I constantly need friends' help. I have to go to friends that I have, that I trust in, that I can get for counsel, because I'm not enough of my own counsel. I have to ask questions, and I have to see what's wrong with me. And then, when I preach in the pulpit, I still don't have all the answers. I still have to struggle and try to figure out who I am and what it is I want. So introspection is not an easy thing. I make it a habit to do a self-check. I stop at night, and at night I have devotions if I don't miss it. Sometimes I miss my devotions. But if I haven't missed devotions, one of the first things I do is I ask the Lord to look me over and tell me what I need to know. What do I need to change? What do I need to fix? I do my best to understand why I need to read the Bible, what the Bible can teach me as I read it, why other people don't like me or do like me, what it is that I'm doing successfully and what it is that I'm not doing, and what I can do to get better to where God is. Now, those are problems you and I can study that we will never solve. God can change us, and He will change us. Let this mind be in Christ. Let this mind be in you, which is also in Christ Jesus, who, seeing himself in the form of God, thought it not robbery to be equal with God. You and I, having become Christians, if you haven't become a Christian, are equal with God. And as our mind sets in who God is and what He wants to accomplish through me, I have a chance to study Him and figure out what I can do to make things better and easier. But it's not something I can do by myself. So when I study myself, I check myself to see where I'm going, what I'm doing, and what I'm not doing. And I don't always do the right thing. Sometimes I have to rewrite my goals when it comes to that. we behave in a self-sabotaging way, we must learn to first look deep inside ourselves before we find anyone or anything else to blame for anything that's not getting right in our lives. Look for your own weaknesses and areas that need to be improved and work on yourself. This will improve your relationship with God, with yourself, and your approach as you work on your own personal goals and try to make your life successful. And all of us want our life to be successful. All of us want to accomplish what we can, but it's necessary that we understand who we are and make a realistic assessment as to how we're doing or how we're not doing. If the business is not making money, maybe there's a problem there, and maybe we can fix it. Maybe it's us, and maybe we can fix that. Maybe it's somebody that we got working with us. Maybe we can fix that. Maybe we can't. Sometimes things have to be changed, but we don't know any of that until we study ourselves, ask God for wisdom, and then start making decisions. And then go over your life goals. Who are you? What do you want to accomplish? What are you trying to do? This reminds you where each plan for the day is meant to take you. Reminds yourself what you want to achieve now and then and what you're trying to accomplish. In other words, keep your eyes on the goal to avoid wasting time on things that don't bring value to your life. If it's not working, say no to it. Put it aside. Say, I can't do this, or I'm not doing this right. I need to fix it. And don't be embarrassed. Fix it. Admit you make a mistake. Admit you've made a mistake here and there and you need some help. But go ahead and admit it. And then work on yourself. All of us, whether we like it or not, make mistakes. In fact, the Christian man that has made the most mistakes and admits it is probably the most spiritual man that you'll know, and so successful in his spiritual life. And if you are not willing to admit that you make mistakes, you're not very spiritual, and you're not reading the Bible. Romans will talk to you about how mortal we are and how much help we need. We need help. We need guidance. Recite your goals. Say to yourself, this is what I want to accomplish. It doesn't matter what it is. Need money, need friends, need a better place, need a better life, a better language, better habits, who knows? You do the judging, you do the figuring out. And here's another tip. Stop telling everybody what your problems are. Stop telling them how bad you smoke, how bad you drink, how much you swear, how you're so mad because you can't pay your bills. Don't talk about yourself like that. Go to the God that made you and give him a chance to make you the powerful man or woman that you need to be in his grace. For by grace you are saved through faith. That not of yourselves, it is the gift of God, not of works, lest any man should boast. So don't boast. Stop talking about yourself. Work on yourself from the inside. Beg God to guide you and to give you the help you need.